Today I'm going to be reviewing what I think is the best sounding exhaust system that you can buy for the 2015 to 2021 Subaru WRX STI, the ETS Extreme Catback. I've owned a lot of different exhaust systems throughout the years, and just to name a couple, the Tomei Extreme, the AWE Track, the NVIDIA Q300, the NVIDIA R400, and the Cobb stainless steel exhaust. So this is not just a one and done opinion. My name is Alberto, welcome to my channel. If you guys find this video informative, or if I made you laugh for whatever reason, if you could consider leaving it a like, it really does help out the channel. And I just want to quickly say hello to all my new subscribers. We just recently got a lot of them, so I do really appreciate all the support on the channel. With all that YouTube BS out of the way, let's get this video started. Let's talk about the sound and tone, the reason that every single one of you guys clicked on this video for. Now, the ETS Extreme exhaust is one of my favorite sounding exhausts, and I can describe it in a couple of words. It's deep, it's loud, it's raw, it's aggressive, and honestly, sometimes it's just straight up obnoxious, but I love the thing in comparison to some of the other exhausts we're gonna be briefly discussing here. So the AWE Track Edition is very deep, it's refined, it's right up there with ETS, but it just lacks that extra oomph to take it to the next level. Now, I'm gonna say something very controversial here on this video. I don't think the Tomei Extreme single exit exhaust system sounds good on either car, the WRX or the STI. And I don't know if that's because it's made out of titanium. It gives it that very hollow, thin, tin canny sound. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. I've owned both NVIDIA products, the R400 and the Q300. Starting off with the R400, I think the R400 is honestly the perfect middle ground between both sides of the spectrum. You have the side that's too loud and you have the side that's too quiet. The R400 lands somewhere right in the middle, in my opinion. It's tame, but also opens up when you go on wide open throttle or just cruising down the street. Now, the NVIDIA Q300 and the Cobb stainless steel system are pretty much identical. The Cobb stainless steel system and the Q300 are very, very quiet. I can both describe them as OEM plus exhaust. They're not gonna upset your neighbors. You're not really gonna notice it while driving unless you really get on the gas. But outside of that, they're pretty much very quiet. As far as drone goes, you're gonna have drone with the ETS, you're gonna have drone with the Tomei, the AWE, and you're gonna have drone with the R400, but just not as bad. Now with the Q300 and the Cobb stainless steel systems, you're not gonna have any drone whatsoever. Now let's talk about performance. Just know I can't say a whole lot about it without talking about downpipes, which I'll be making a future video on, talking about catless versus catted downpipes. And on my personal 2017 STI, I'm currently running the ETS Extreme Catback with an NVIDIA 3-inch catless divorce downpipe. All the exhaust systems are pretty much going to perform the same. If you guys care about weight reduction or weight savings, just know that Cobb and Tomei both offer their exhaust systems in titanium options. Now let's talk about the build quality and the fitment of each of the exhaust systems. This is going to be a very quick section, just like performance, because regardless of what exhaust system or company you guys decide to go with, you cannot go wrong with any of them. All the exhaust systems that I've mentioned and I've owned personally have been built with great craftsmanship. The welds are great, the fitment is great. There is no weird manufacturer defects. I've never had a single issue with any of them. Now let's talk about what it's like to live with each of the exhaust systems, because I think that's another very important factor. You don't want your neighbors to hate you. You also want enjoyment out of the car, so you don't want something too quiet, maybe not something too loud. You want something right in the middle. So the ETS Extreme exhaust, like I've already talked about, is very loud. You're gonna have people turning their heads. It's very, very loud at cold starts, which you guys can hear in this clip. If I was looking for something right in the middle, I would definitely be considering the NVIDIA R400. Pretty much nothing else on the market beats it. It's the perfect middle ground between being too loud and too quiet. If I was looking for a family-oriented exhaust, there's only 3 systems that I would be considering. Both of the Cobb systems, the stainless steel and the titanium variants, and the NVIDIA Q300. All 3 of those systems do retain mufflers. Now let's talk about money, the most important factor when it comes to making a financial decision, right? So I'll keep it very short and sweet for you guys. All the exhaust systems on the market in terms of retail prices pretty much cost the same. AWE Track, depending on the exhaust tip finish that you want, costs somewhere in the neighborhood between $1,300 and $1,600. The ETS Extreme Catback, depending on if you get a resonator added or not, as well as the tip finish, ranges from $1,200 to I believe $1,500. The Tomei Titanium Extreme Catback ranges in the neighborhood of $1,050 and $1,100. The Cobb stainless steel exhaust system, for some reason, is the most expensive system on this list. I think that thing retails for something around $1,500 to $1,600. So what do I think of all this now that I've presented all the information to you guys? If you want something that's loud, aggressive, raw, and exciting, get the ETS or AWE systems. You cannot go wrong with either of them. Your neighbor will hate you, but hey, at least you'll be driving down the street with a smile. If you want something that's right in the middle, get the NVIDIA R400. If you want something that's family oriented, you can have your kids in the back seat, you can have a conversation in the car, get the NVIDIA Q300. Do not get the Cobb stainless steel system, and I'll tell you guys why. If you decide in the future you want to upgrade to something a little bit louder like the R400, you can keep the Q300 and you can just swap the muffler section of the exhaust systems. You don't have to get a whole new exhaust because the mid pipe and the white pipe are the exact same across the Q300 and the R400. So with all that being said, hope you guys learned something new. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have a lot more content on the way, and as always, I will catch you guys on the next one.